So something really interesting just happened to me like 5-10 minutes ago. And I feel like it's super important, at least to me, so I'm going to share it with you. I got to my last delivery. I'm super tired. As you can see, I'm sweaty and dirty. And I'm not even going to sleep in my house tonight. I'm sleeping over the road. So I'm already in a not amazing mood. When I get to the store, nothing is ready. I have to take care of everything. And I really had to bite my tongue because I hate confrontation, but today I was gonna let him have it. So now I'm doing something that is not my job to be able to do what my job is. You know how that feels. Anyway, so as I'm struggling to fix this over here, this stranger walks by me. He stops, looks me up and down, and he says, "What are you doing? Stop that." He saw the look of confusion on my face, so he proceeded to explain. He said, "I was overworked and undercompensated for 15 years, so I can spot an overworked employee from a mile away. You're over here huffing and puffing, doing something that is not your job, while the person who was supposed to do your job didn't do it. You two are going to get the same exact thing. Nothing." He said, "Look at me. I'm 66 and I look like I'm 80. Do not do this to your body." And then he left me with these words: "You're young enough to have a life, so have it." And to be honest with you, he put me in a very good mood. I was not even going to make a video today. Again, I'm dirty, sweaty, tired, but he motivated me. And right now, all I want is the words of this wise, unappreciated man, the words that he told one person to reach millions. Stop overworking yourself. There's no benefit in it. And if you followed me for any amount of time, you will know that I take pride in hard work, but there's a difference in hard work and overwork. The sad part is that your employer is not going to know that difference. You do. Respect yourself and your body enough to know where to draw the line and do what you are being paid for. And if you have to wait for someone else to do their job for you to be able to do yours, you sit and you wait. Because guess what? You're not going to get paid a cent more for doing someone else's job.
You should be one of the first people in the office and one of the last to leave.
So corporations profit off of you doing this. There's 3 different techniques that corporations use on you almost every day. The first one is calling a project out of your scope a learning opportunity. And the false sense of security with this technique is like, you do this stretch project for us and maybe a year down the line you'll get a promotion or a raise. And that technique, it's pretty traditional, may work for you, but you need to understand that there's no guarantee to that. The second one is being a team player. Example is a colleague next to you got laid off, your boss tells you to pick up the slack on your laid off colleague's stuff, and then they go, "Oh, this is just a temporary measure." But the funny thing is that most of the layoffs happened late last year, early this year, and we're now almost in the 7th month of the year, and I still get fucking comments that are like, "I'm still doing my laid off coworker stuff." And the third one is what she's talking about. And when I first started in corporate America, that belief still was a thing because we were still going into the office. It was right before 2020 when we were kind of shutting down and going remote. It can also look in the form of like happy hours and events, because when you're still around all of your work people, the familiarity of whatever conversation that you're going to start is usually around work. So employees are getting free labor by not really paying you and you're still talking about work. What happens with this is your employer is basically getting a BOGO on free labor. And the whole point that I make content is essentially so that you're aware of these things. And so for the creator that I stitched, this traditional like career advice may still work for her. So please don't like go over to her and give her hate. She's getting enough anyways in the comments, so it's very clear. But the whole thing is it works for her, whether it's from the industry that she's in, the background that she's been brought up in, it works. It can happen. My issue with that is you're on your deathbed and someone plays the tape of your life and you've spent a collective probably 60 hours a week doing all of these traditional things to maybe make 2 to 3 extra % of an annual raise, which is maybe a few $1,000s after taxes annually. So employers are trying to get the biggest bang for their buck. So should you. That's why I talk about quiet quitting. That's why I talk about job hopping, because it's kind of like fighting fire with fire, essentially. And if you look at the term of quiet quitting, it basically just means you're only doing your job responsibility, yet the entire big media has demonized this word. Because employees don't make the most bang for their money when you're quiet quitting. That's why it's demonized in media. So I don't make content for you to just be like a jerk at work. That's not what I'm making content about. I'm making content on the awareness of this system that you are living in so that you can make the best choice for you, essentially. Because it's like, okay, do you want to spend that extra 2 hours at your job, or do you want to start making your commute home and actually spend time with your family? I just think it's cooler to have more of an interest in yourself than the employer, because they would lay you off anyways. Being the first to show up and the last to leave doesn't make you recession proof. It doesn't make you layoff proof. But you know who's responsible for you during a recession? You. So prioritizing yourself is the best way to stay recession proof, in my opinion.
I'm a workers' compensation adjuster. I'm working 70 hours a week and stressed out. I'm overworked and underpaid. I think a lot of people feel that way, and that's why I made the original video that I did about different options out there about how you can make six figures. I also want to preface this video by saying I've been getting a lot of people commenting on my videos saying, yeah, I want you to tell them how hard it is to be an adjuster. I'm not saying any of these jobs are easy. I'm just comparing the fact that I was working 80 hours a week and making 70, 80,000 a year as compared to putting that same effort in and making 210,000 a year. If I'm going to work that hard, I want to be appropriately compensated. Now, the difference also is, I'm assuming as a workers' compensation adjuster, there's no escape from that, right? You're working those 70 hours a week, every week, ad infinitum, till the day you die, or till the day you retire. I guess let's not be too morbid with it. The good thing about being an independent adjuster is I can go work for 3 months and then take a break, and then go work another 3 months and then take a break. And so I get an extended period of time off to readjust and to rest and to, get replugged. So I think that's an important thing, and it's something that makes this doable. Yes, I had somebody comment today, yeah, why don't you tell them about the stress of dealing with customers and agents and contractors and long hours. I'm not saying that being an independent adjuster is an easy job. Look, if you're going to make the money I made, you're going to have to work your butt off, okay? I don't think I've hid that fact in any form or fashion. But the good thing is you can go work hard, work your butt off, make your money, and then take a break, go on vacation, not even have to worry about that area anymore, because now that you're done with those claims, you know what, you're going to a whole different state and a whole different set of people, and you're leaving those problems behind.
I don't know what day it is. I don't know what time it is. I haven't eaten in probably 2 days. I'm just trying to sort of push through.
Mm-hmm.